Welcome back. This next attribute video, we are training a skill known as scanning. Now, scanning at its most basic definition is basically just looking around. All right? We tend to do that every day anyway. But for the context of KRAV MAGA training, what it is focusing on doing drills and ingraining habits that keep us aware of our surroundings and kind of help keep us not get tunnel vision when we're attacking and dealing with some sort of conflict. So, at its real basic level training, you can mix it in with just your shadow boxing. So when you're shadow boxing, you throw combinations and look left, look right, and back away, and get out of danger. All right? I can sit here, I can punch, I can knee, and then I look to the right, look to the left, and then move out of danger. Now, I see a lot of people train this over the years. What I see is not too many people actually observing things. I see them just training basically to turn their head left and right. There's a difference between seeing and looking. Numerous times, there are people out there that will come up to a stop sign and they look both ways and then they pull out right in front of another car. Because they have the habit developed of being able to look both ways, but they're still distracted. They're not actually paying attention to what they're doing. So when you train this over the years and then you kick and look left and right, make sure you're seeing something, all right? Now, we're looking to make sure that our attacker doesn't have a friend sneaking up on us. We want to make sure that as we back away, we're not backing up into traffic or down some steps. So when you train this, you can just shadow box, and every time you move, just look to the left, look to the right, kind of punch, move forward, look to the left, look to the right. Don't just go back in a straight line, angle out. But to make sure that you're actually observing things, every time you move, try to make sure you see something, all right? Maybe put some objects that are red around the room. And then when you're shadow boxing, when you look left and right, try to pick out something that's red. That way you're actually training to observe and not just to move your head left and right. Another drill, that's something you can do in all your shadow boxing and training. It's really just the act of looking back and forth, looking around, observing things. Now, to develop our observation skills even more, this is something I've taught students before. Take your fingers and just snap your fingers and slowly move your hands to the side and don't turn your head at all and don't turn your eyes, all right? I can see my fingers still snapping here and I haven't moved my eyes, I haven't moved my head. Then, when you can't see it anymore without moving something, move your eyes left and right, but keep your head still. I can still see my fingers snapping back here, and I don't even have to turn my head, all right? And then there's a certain point where I can't, and then I have to look left and I have to look right. So you want to train your peripheral vision, all right? You might not want to take your eyes off of the person you're fighting, but you still want to scan the room and make sure that you can escape or somebody's not sneaking up on you. See if you can scan just by moving your eyes. So if I'm punching and I'm moving back, I just looked over to my right to make sure that that person over there wasn't going to engage me. I didn't have to literally take my eyes off the first attacker to see if that person's going to be a threat or not. I know he's a threat. I'm not sure if he is. So you want to see how far around your peripheral vision you can use without moving your eyes at all. Then you want to see how much you can see by just moving your eyes left and right. And then you want to see how much you can see by moving your head left and right. Now, everybody's different. Some people wear glasses or contact lenses. Some people are farsighted, nearsighted, glaucoma. So not everybody's on that same level what they can observe. So if you find yourself that maybe you have glaucoma or you're nearsighted and you have to look to your right or to your left, then train to do that. But you have to know your limits before you can build up your strengths, all right? You want to train to learn what you can do, but you also want to know what you can't do. And then whatever you can't do, you compensate for that, all right? And that's an attribute. We talked about situational awareness. This is the first step of situational awareness, is using our sight. All our senses help us out to recognize danger. You smell smoke. you see fire, you feel something burning your hands, or you feel the warmth. They all work in tandem together. So you want to make sure that you have all those things. And as human beings, we're visual learners. We memorize things. You may recognize somebody's face, but you don't know their name. You know the area you're in. It looks familiar, but you don't know any of the details. So train your observation skills. I have been working on a book for the past year and a half of just awareness games and observation skills. I'm going to post some of them on our Facebook page, either in written form or more attribute videos like this. Combine the attribute video on situational awareness and the one that was based on Kim's game, and mix it in with this, write them down, and build up a whole series of drills, games, and skills that you can work on by yourself with your family. I play I Spy with my daughters. It's the same thing. It's observing, recognizing what's around you, and practices. Okay, so scanning, kick, punch, look left, look right, observe something. Do a choke defense, pluck, kick, hammer fist, and then look left, look right. Never move someplace blindly. All right, my name's Kevin Mack. Thank you very much.